Hey, shalom, shalom, first and foremost. I want to give all the honors and the praises and all the glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wahavakar Kwadash. Name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahweh Shai, in who I reverence. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit. And shalom to the hopeful elect across the globe and to the few, very few brothers and sisters listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. This lesson is going to be straight to the point. This is going to be based on the artificial environment that they have set up, including social conditioning, right? And it doesn't matter. We already know they put up devices, they have people follow it. So what? They're already conditioned. The reason why you're being targeted because they are conditioned. They're zombies, right? They don't have any thoughts. They don't have their own thoughts. Their own thoughts is given to them, right? So what if they're listening? So what if they can look at what you're doing within your household? It doesn't matter. You have the truth. So we're going to break this down. This is but part of all of what conditioning. Go straight to John. Bro, they can't stop you from having faith. Are you teaching? They can't stop you from doing that. Now, can they change your environment? Yes. Can they set up people around you? Yes, but they can't stop you from having faith. Just because they don't have any faith, right? And what they're doing with these children is fucking terrible, right? They got these children in the trance, right? Under hypnotism, brainwashing them. What are they learning? Nothing, right? Got the neighbors in a trance, they're in a demonic trance. This is MK Ultra. Go to John 16. Actually, go to 17. Check this out. Check this out. John 17 and 14. I have given them thy word. Right? Who's given us the word? Yahweh Shai. And when it's talking about them, it's speaking of the elect. We like to say hopeful elect. And the world have hated them. Why? Because they're not of the world. So therefore they're going to be hated of the world. Because they're not going to fit in. Okay? Because they are not of the world. The scriptures say it. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. They're not of the world. Don't you understand? Even as I am not of the world. Because when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he was of a higher nature. He wasn't of that low, demonic, negative vibration. And when we come to the truth, that's what we're supposed to be on that level. Thinking higher, right? Not in some flipping mantra like everybody else out here. They're just in a mantra. Doing the same thing, not growing. I've always said that there's negative repetition and there's positive repetition, right? These people are doing the same thing. I go out, I do my videos, whether it's the field, whether it's the highways and byways, whether I hit, no matter what, I come back. They're still doing the same thing. Non-progressive. Useless. Because they are not of the world. That's why they're hated. Because they don't fit into the conformity of society, the social conditioning. So brothers that are part of this, we're going to expose this program. Because the program is to, social conditioning is to get you to accept the ways of this world, whether it be politics, right? Parliament, media, entertainment, right? Everything that's shown to you to get you to believe in it. When it's rubbish, it's a circus, it's theatre. Most of the people that are set up around you, they're actors. So you can't even take them really seriously because they're actors, right? They're pretenders. Even as I'm not of the world, I pray not that you should take us out of the world, because we still have to be in the world, right? Even as I'm not of the world. Simple as that. Now, flow with the Spirit. I want to quickly go to Ecclesiastes. People are such on a low level. And you better pray that Yahweh Shai sends someone your way or our way that's on the same level, you're on your same vibration. bunch of bots. Go to Ecclesiastes 3. It's 7. Actually, this Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. It is better to go into the house of mourning. Right? Welcome to the house of mourning. This is the house of mourning. Than to go into the house of feasting. Because when you're mourning, you're more reflective, you're more serious. Right? For that is the end of all men. The house of feasting is the end of all men. And a lot of people didn't know how to react when them lockdowns were on. A lot of people, they didn't know how to react. Because they're used to bread and circus. And bread and circus keeps people distracted. Now, do I watch sports? Do I listen to a bit of hip hop now and then? Yes. But I know that's still bread and circus. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. The living. So who are the living? Those that have been woken up to this truth. Right? See, they expect you to sit in a box. To just curl up and be scared. Oh no, I'm going to do a video. They're going to be listening to me. They're going to be following me. Bro, serve Yahweh Shai. Don't worry about what they think. Because the Lord is going to, he's judging them now. He's judging them now. How do you know that? Because they're reprobate. He has them doing what they're doing. Don't stop teaching because people feel uncomfortable with what you're doing. Right? Because I could have a millionaire business of selling oils. Right? Because my thing is oils. So I'm creating oils and different tinctures. I could be doing that, gain millions of pounds. People would still be talking shit. So it doesn't make any difference. Right? It's just that they got Satan on them and they're doing Satan's bidding. That's all it is. Okay? And it says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance is the heart made better. So nothing's wrong with being sorrowful, but when you stay in that place, that's when it can become bad. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right? So there's a balance within that as well. But the main premise of this lesson is the social conditioning. Right? That's what it is. And most people don't see it. They don't see what's going on. Right? Because they're under that hypnosis. Right? They're under that hypnosis. Oh man. Excuse me just a minute. And that song with Jamiroquai, I've just been thinking about it lately. What's that? Virtual insanity. It's virtual insanity they want to keep you in. A little virtual world. Which that links in with what the device is. What did they call it? The metaverse. This is what they want. This world is a simulation. It's so, and to keep that simulation alive, Esau, right? He needs to ring up this person, say, please rush here, you come there. When he comes, please step out the door. Please, would you walk past him? It's a simulation. Because if people would stop doing that, then you'd be able to see the world for the simulation it is. It's like you'd be able to see the world for what it is. But it's people that are keeping this simulation, this fake, artificial simulation going. And that's what it is. But when you wake up to this truth, you're able to see beyond that. Right? You're able to see beyond that. You have fake joggers. People that don't... Fake joggers, yeah. As mad as it may sound. People that don't even know how to jog. Don't even want to jog. But they have to jog to give you that illusion. Alright? What colour is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be orange? You idiots. Right? It's all social conditioning. Right? Just like the Matrix. That's what it is. And are you accepting it? Are you looking at these things and like, whoa? Because this is another thing about the programming. They need you to notice them. When you don't notice them, they get pissed off. That's why they may brush into you in the store. You may be walking, they may brush into you. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. They need a response. They need you to notice them. That's why they need to say things as well that are pertaining to your life. Right? They need to say that to try and get a reaction. But they get pissed off when you don't buy into it. And you notice when you don't buy into it, that's when the noise campaigns they amp up. Because you are the prize. For some reason, they find something interesting about your life. Okay. But this is what happens when you wake up and they know you're woke. right? They know you're woke while they're still asleep. Oh man, let's go to Corinthians. It's in Corinthians 4, right? And this is what they really should be teaching you in schools. What they teach you in schools: to be a buffoon, to act like a clown, right? To fake it till you make it. Go to 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. Alright? You know what? Let's start at... Yeah, start at 16. For which cause we faint not. So we're not supposed to faint. We're supposed to be getting stronger. But though our outward man perish... Come on now. The outward man is what? The old man. The outward man. Right? Yet the inward man is renewed day by day. That's only if you're in the scriptures. You don't just get renewed by just sitting there. You get renewed by the experiences you go through within the scriptures. That's how you become renewed. You can't just pick up the Bible. I'm renewed today. You have to pick up the Bible, read it, apply it. And with that, the outward man perishes. Yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Most of the people you see, you can have a man that's 40 or a woman that's 50 years old. They remain the same. From when they leave high school or college, they remain the same. And they remain more dumber. They say the more older you get, the more wise you're supposed to be. These people are getting more dumb. More stupid. And you just look at their behavior. It's reprobate, psychotic behavior patterns that I'm seeing. And when people think of sickness, they think somebody that's not wearing any walking around with no shoes on. No, that's a form of sickness. But if you don't have this truth, you are sick. If you don't have this truth, you are sick. Right? Because the scriptures talk about a sound mind. So if you don't have this word, you're sick mentally. People always associate sickness with someone talking to themselves, not having no shoes on their feet when they're walking. No, that's one form of sickness. Yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So we're supposed to be renewed every single day. Even if it's a small thing that you're learning, it doesn't matter. You're still being renewed. Every single day we're supposed to be learning something new. You're not supposed to stop learning. But these people, it's like they stop when they get to a certain level. For our light affliction is watch, but for a moment working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Bro, what we're going through, look. This is a light affliction. Bro, you're going to see at the end of it, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to realize, oh, this individual was doing this. This individual was doing that. Right? The Lord is revealing everything. Right? Eternal weight of glory. This is their kingdom. Right? I got some Elamite neighbors as well across the road. They're fucking, man, they're reprobates. Right? Reprobates. Right? Worshipping an elephant god. Right? With 6 arms or whatever. That's a reprobate. And your idols ain't gonna save you. Right? You praying to Vishnu and the destroyer. Why are we looking at the things which are seen? Right? So we're not looking at the things. And this is a major scripture to help you to deal with the simulation. They need you to notice, don't you get it? The sound where you can't really escape from that. Sound is sound. They need to do the sound campaign. They need to do the noises. They need to do that. Right? Because they're trying to attack your senses. Right? And because you're speaking the truth. So remember, they're not going to put hands on you. So the thing is, what's the quickest way they can hurt you and disrupt you? What's the easiest ways without touching you? And that's one of the ways they do it. Right? For our light affliction, but for a moment, why are we looking at the things which are seen? Okay. This is a heavy scripture. So stop looking at the things that are seen. Oh, this person, they're walking around me, they're circling me. The car was just parked outside. Bro, there's cars that are always parked outside my father's house. I pay him no attention. There's cars that are always blasting music outside my father. I pay them no attention because they're nobodies, right? That's like a children's mentality. You know when a child doesn't get their way and they want attention. So these are immature individuals that have not grown up. And most of them, they don't want to do that, but they've been told to do that, right? So don't take it too personal. Remember, they have a handler. And handlers have a handler, right? Handlers have a handler. Now, us in this truth, we're free to, if I want to go to the park, if I want to drink some wine, some red wine, I'm free to do that anytime, right? I don't have a lunch break, right? I don't get told, oh, would you go here and keep an eye on him? I don't get told to do that. It's a simulation, and these things need to happen to keep people in line. It's to keep people in line. Okay? Just understand that. Stop tripping. And to make it easier, I'm not forcing you to be happy, but sometimes you have to smile. You don't want to be walking around with a Terminator face all day. Okay? Like looking like Terminator. So the best thing to do with what's going on is sometimes you have to just laugh, because it doesn't bother them. After what they've done, what they do, they go about their day, right? So you got to make the best out of the worst, right? And see it for what it is. Why are we looking at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen? So you don't pay attention to them. All right, it is what it is. You see what they're doing, right? But at the things which are not seen, because the things which are not seen are much more powerful. And the whole point of this is to get your eyes off Yahweh Shai. That's the whole point of it. It's a distraction. Alright? That's what it is. For the things which are seen the things which are seen are temporal. Everything we see here is temporal. It's gonna vanish. We go to that all the time. 2 Peter 3:10. Right? Excuse me just a minute. Oh, you're so lucky about that. But again, that's what I'm saying. That's a part of the truth. A lot of these people, they're under MK Ultra, right? And that is the programming of this society, you know. And some of them have willingly done it, because what's the program? The program is you consenting to conformity. That's what the program is. The God of this world, don't you understand? So Satan jumps in and out of them to mess with you. You see, I was just doing this lesson, right? And I do honor my mother and my father, but if they're on the side of Satan, what are you going to worship Satan as well? Yeah, most of my family, they're part of what fraternities. I'm not a part of that rubbish. All right, I'm part of the fraternity of Yahweh Shai. Okay. But Satan can just jump in and out of them any given time, because they've given themselves over to that spirit. But as for us, what are we going to do? Continue to trust Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? I'm not watering down my spirit for no one. Bro, I'm not dimming my light just to make others feel uncomfortable because they want to be in darkness. Right? Why don't you fuck off? How about that? Because you got people that want to try to get you out of there, because you're exposing their darkness, their dark deeds, what they do in secret. So I'm not dimming my light just so others can feel comfortable. You have to get with the program of Yahweh Shai. Get with the program, or get lost. So let's go back to 2 Corinthians 4:18. Why we look not at the things which are seen. Stop getting caught up on the physical. Oh, this person done this person. Bro, it's designed for you to do that. So your whole day, all right, you were being watched, right? People were saying things, people were doing things, people were coughing, people were sneezing. It's designed so your whole day was like, well, how did your day go? Well, this person was sneezing, this person was stamping. It's designed to do that. So now your whole day is being frustrated because you were focusing on that. The mind is powerful, right? So focus on the things of the spirit. but at the things which are not seen. Focus on the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. We already mentioned that, but the things which are not seen are eternal, forever, immortal. Right? Yahushua is forever. And a lot of it is bread and circus. It's everything we see in this kingdom is to keep you distracted. It's to keep you distracted from the main serious issues that are going upon this earth. Right? So when you go into entertainment, I looked up this word. From that word, to keep, to maintain. To keep what? To maintain your mind. To keep someone in certain frame of mind. That word from interfere, to be among. Right? Tener, means to hold. To hold what? Your mind. That's another reason why you have bread and circus. Right? The TV, why was the TV created? Right? What's the purpose of a TV was created? Right? Because prior to a TV, how were people living before there was any TV? They were outside more. They were communicating, they were doing things. Right? They were building cultures. Right? So a TV, right? What was it? What was the purpose of a TV for the elites, for the wicked? To have people not communicating with each other, but to stand in front or sit in front of that TV, getting a comatose, your brain's getting fried by a plasma TV, and you being conditioned. I'm not saying I don't want to be over righteous now. I don't want to say, don't watch TV. Nothing. I'm not saying that. What was the purpose of a TV? Television. I call it television. It was programming. The TV's there to program, and that's why you have a thing called program. Right? Put it on this program. Program 38, program 40, program 21. Programming of what? The mind. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh mate, you're stretching, get off it. No, I'm telling you. I used to watch TV all the bloody time. But now I don't watch TV because I have the tablet. And yeah, it's still programming, whether you have a tablet or a laptop. Right? But the TV is for programming. And relationships got broken up. People didn't want to sit down with their family. Now they want to watch TV. Now the TV can influence the mind of your children or your family. That's called social conditioning, my friend. Alright? And what do you have on the TV? You also have channeling. They call it channels. So what do they channel? What are they channeling? What are they channeling? They're channeling spirits. Right? And what did they show you on TV? Soap, Coronation Street, EastEnders, which I used to watch EastEnders all the time. Right? Right? EastEnders. Right? What else? Just a load of garbage. A load of malarkey. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Right? All that stuff. Okay. And they show you, there's certain things that are good that they show you. But that's what it's for, programming. Neuro programming. Right? And that's why when we bring up this word, people are like, oh, well, how could he say that? Because you're a bot. You've been programmed. You ain't broken out of the matrix yet. You accept lies. You accept what they tell you on the news, BBC. Right? What you stand for? I forgot. What was it? Broadcasting. It's a broadcasting network. So what are they broadcasting? Lies into your subconscious to get you to believe it. Alright? And that's what they're doing. Okay? That's what they're doing. So is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's all a part of conditioning. And if you're woken up to this truth and you're a brother in the truth, don't put it past the elites. They have enough money to say, you know what? We need to do something about this individual. So we're going to move individuals around. We're going to build some flats. We're going to move individuals around him. And we're going to try to change his perception of life. That's called dark persuasion. A lot of people think they've mastered persuasion skills. Bro, you're not onto nothing. I see you from 10 miles away. Right? I see you. Yahushua sees you, right? Oh yeah, block this route, go this route, bro. You're not manipulating no one. You're being manipulated because you're being told to do that and you're doing it. Wake up. Can't you see what they're doing? Right? And they're turning people against each other. You may have had certain neighbors you kind of talked to, got along with. Now you don't really get along with them because that's Esau and his agents that are doing that. Causing disruption. Right? This is what they're doing. And we know you're secretly recording us and shit, but I don't care. It doesn't matter because I ain't got nothing to hide. We know you secretly got you got us on live shows. We already know. I already know they got me on a live network. They can see what I'm doing within my house. How do I know? Because people give themselves away, what they say. Right? They give themselves away. So they got you basically on a live network where they can see what you're doing within your house. But so what? You're the star of the show. You're obviously more important to them than they are. And because they need someone to blame. So that's another thing. They need someone to blame. They want to make you a scapegoat. But watch how Yahushua, trust in Yahushua, watch how he turns this around. Watch how he turns this all around. And when certain judgments start happening, things start happening to people. Oh no, we're sorry, but that's when people are going to start to think twice. And this program is getting shut down, right? And the program is the system, right? It's all going to get shut down, and it all needs funding. Bro, this is a billion industry. This so-called gang stalking program, it's a billion industry to get this much people involved, right? That means you're special, right? That means you're special. You're one of a kind. Okay, that's what you are. Right? Don't let people fool you. Okay, so I want to stop the talking now. I know whether this was edifying. Oi, stay positive. Keep your spirits high. Eat healthy. Look after yourself, and keep praying. Okay, and Lord willing, we be out of here soon, man. We be out of here soon. Because this is hell on earth. And when I'm talking about hell on earth, I'm talking about the condition. Because we know hell is the grave, right? But I'm talking about the condition. We're going to get out of here soon. Right? Yeah, a lot of these people around you, they're under MK, they're under some mind control, and they've just been duped, they've been lied to. I'm trying to take them out of that, but they want to stay in that state. So with this, I hope this was edifying. Until the next time. Shut up.